Hello, creatives. Welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth, and I am at the gallery today to do the New Moon Pick-a-Card series to enhance our creative energies. Source will guide us as to what needs to be considered more deeply so that we may let go of ego just that little bit more and open to the divine stream of creative consciousness that little bit more. This is a new moon in Gemini that is peaking around 7 a.m. on the 10th of June here in Maine. On the same day, there is also a solar eclipse happening around 5:30 a.m. So I'm excited to see what this brings in the way of beginning something new. So while you let your intuition guide you to pick a pile of Maine sea glass that has seen many moons and many eclipses, I'll share just a little bit about Gemini and its ruling planet Mercury and its relating tarot card, the Lovers. Geminis, you know, love to be stimulated with the new people, places, situation. There is a love of communicating and learning. Mercury also is the communication planet, as you probably know. However, it also represents security, stability, and returning home in the cards of truth. It's related to the number 4 and Wednesdays, as well as the color green, and rules the throat chakra. So pay special attention and choose your words wisely. The Lover's card is about connecting to what brings you joy and challenges you to make those connections meaningful and healthy. Okay, so if you need more time, pause now. And I will see you on the other side once you've chosen a pile of beautiful sea glass. Okay, pile number 1. We got the Cardinal Moon, Be Bold and Make the First Move. Cardinal signs are all about being initiators, to see what needs to be done and just start the ball rolling. So that is a great place to start. Something will become very clear to you. And you got the Orchid card in the Color Goddess deck. This is all about knowing your own uniqueness. It is about being rare and uncommon. It is about you finding something about yourself to bring forth. It's time for that. You are unique, and it's time to start acting like it. Or being who you truly are. So whatever you've been feeling that you're thinking maybe it'd just be too wild and too out there, maybe for your art and your craft, have you been desiring to do something new? Well, now's the time, at least to start exploring it. And you got Breathe. Now this is in the Spirit Messages card. So this is all about understanding you and knowing that you and your breath is a vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. And the throat chakra, did we not just talk about that? And this Gemini new moon, really beautiful. So yeah, perfect. And again, always with finesse and carefulness, because we don't need to be hurtful or mean or tromping over anybody to get to where we want to be. That's not how we want to gain things. We want to move with some authority and finesse about who we are and know our strengths around that. So let's move on to the cards of truth, and then we're going to clarify with the Lenormand as usual. And this is the light on the star spread. So this position is going to tell us, give us some hint and direction for enhancing our spiritual creative journey here. This is the current situation, how that all feels at the moment, what the near future is, what we should be doing now, and what's going against, what's going for, and the final outcome. So let's get started. We have the Seven of Spades here, and that is about eliminating. Spades are about remedies and cures. So we are going to figure out what it is that needs to be let go of. Now, we let go of something that's not working for us. It's time, more than time, to have let something go. That was the last moon, right? So it's gone, right? And if you're still not clear about it, the Lenormand deck tells us that we need to have a conversation with a dear and trusted friend. That's the bird card. So, yeah, it's to realize what needs to go in order to find that next unique bit that you're going to bring in and get going on, and bring that into who you are and allow that to become part of your personality, right? Nothing wrong with that. Sounds pretty beautiful, and why not? Let's move forward to you and your unique style and abilities. That's really pretty fun. So, okay, and whatever effort that you put in, you are going to see the rewards given back. It's really lovely. Just watch that you don't get stuck in any kind of victim mode, because the sevens are about staying out of that realm of putting yourself in that victimizing. So no woe is me. The second that that sort of thought enters your head, know that that is time to sit, time to breathe through it, and to understand that you are moving into something new and unique that you can pull into you, yourself, your creative craft, and your uniqueness. So hold on to that thought. So the situation as it stands right now, you got the Three of Spades. So this relates to the Strength card in the tarot. It is Mars energy, and it is about knowing your strengths and weaknesses and having a good hold on them, in that you can walk through life without needing to take on anybody else's junk, and being able to handle your own junk just fine. So we're going to realize something. This is one of the most difficult cards in the deck, and this is your situation at the moment. So it's going to be pretty difficult to understand or to let whatever this is go. It is, you can surmise, whatever is making you feel like a victim the most, being held back from your uniqueness. What's holding you back from expressing that from within? It's not going to be easy. It is one of the cards. The Three of Spades is what I call the true grit card. So you're going to figure it out. You know it already, I'm sure. It's just going to be a little difficult cutting it out, because you got the Scythe in reverse. This is quick action, so if it were in the upright position, but where it's in reverse, it's saying that it's going to be a little bit more difficult, and you might not understand just how much of it needs to go. So yeah, do be careful around that. Like I said, this is the Strength card, that it's knowing yourself very, very well and be able to to conduct yourself from a very empathetic position. So no need to rush, no need to move too quickly. You can act and be bold in your own timeline. It's all good. And in the near future, you got the Two of Hearts. So this is a lovely connecting card. It's also moon driven and water energy because of the hearts. It also represents the Empress in the Cards of Truth tarot related deck. So yeah, and you got the fish, which is abundance and success. Plenty of fish in the sea. So you've got every opportunity in the near future to let something go and connect with something that is going to serve you so much better. Oh my gosh, and an abundance of it. It is the Empress, like I was saying. So it is also about feeling passionate about something and watching it grow. She is just a beautiful, fertile card. So lovely that you get this in the near future. So let's look and see what we should be doing at the moment. So you got the Two of Clubs. It's in reverse. This is, again, moon-driven card because of it being a 2. It's the Emperor because it's of the black suit, Empress of the red suit. And so you've got the Emperor and the Empress both here. And you got the lock and key. But as you see, it is in reverse, as is the Two of Clubs. Now, this is what we should be doing at this time. So this also tells me that you might want to have more than one conversation with this friend or trusted colleague who sees your uniqueness, even if you may not. So, yes, and I can't stress enough the word trusted. So, long time love friend that you think a lot of and that they think a lot of you. And hopefully you have one that will have a lot of light to shed on whatever it is that you need to bring into your personality. That's probably already there, and you're probably already expressing it, and it's it's going to come out sooner or later. So you might as well take the initiative and push it through on your own time and in your own fashion. So think on it, right? Because the clubs are knowledge seeking and it is connecting to something new and exciting. This is a new idea. So it might take a little while for you to get there, but it is all about a new idea, a thought, something intellectual, and you being willing and able to get it, right? Because you might need to look at it from an educational point of view too, or just to sit in meditation and have it come to you eventually. Because maybe it's time to just sit things out for a little bit and let knowing what needs to go, connecting to something beautiful, and be thinking on it and seeing what feels right now for you. So what goes against? It's interesting that you got another 7, a 7 of hearts. So this is an emotional letting go. This is the relating death card in the Cards of Truth for the tarot. So yeah, and that is, of course, knowing what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Letting something, again, go of an emotional connotation here, and allowing to absorb all of the lessons that you need to learn from that and to appreciate what comes through next for you. So you got the Burch rod, which is sweeping something out, and you can see it's in reverse. So this is, again, about letting something go, getting rid of it. It's like the scythe and just letting it go. And it's of an emotional tower moment. It is like being challenged with living a life of a series of emotional little deaths. But it is in order to transform into something that's going to work better for you. So even though it's going to be a challenge to bring this uniqueness that you know is there into your being, it's not going to be an easy task to do. But yeah, you need to let your little light shine a little bit brighter. And that's okay. On your own time and in your own way, you can do it. So that's what's going against. It's going to be a little difficult and to sweep that emotional out of the dust bunny corners of your heart and soul. But I'm sure you can do it, because what goes for you? Well, we got the 5 of clubs. It is in reverse, so this is working through whatever you need to work through intellectually, knowledge seeking, figuring it out anew. In reverse, it's going to take you just that little bit longer. It's not going to be an easy thing for you to do. And with the 5s, as always, it is about letting something go, working through things, trial and error, figuring out what works, learning from what doesn't work so that you can appreciate what does end up working all the better for it. Incorporating that into who you are and moving forward all that much more special. And you got the Cavalier. Beautiful card to get here. This is a messenger. Yes, and so, again, it's like the friend card. Something somewhere is going to come to you, and it's going to spark whatever it is that you've been working through, this experimenting and exploring. And it's Jupiter energy, the 5s are. So it brings a certain amount of joy, and it heightens everything for you. So you'll get there, I promise, because look at what you got for the outcome card. I know, the biggest revelation in the deck. It's really pretty beautiful. So not only are you going to get whatever this is, whatever your beautiful uniqueness is, and you're going to know how to breathe through it. You're going to be able to bring that forth, and it's going to be an incredibly beautiful epiphany for you. This is the sun cards. All of the aces are representing you. So look to your birth sign, not your rising. This is the sun sign. So look to that as to who you are and your uniqueness, your Uranus placement in your Cards of Truth birth chart. And know that you're gonna have one. Oh, so beautiful. You do get the mice. This is something of a thief in the night to steal something from you. But you can see it's in reverse. So whatever it is, it's not going to be that bad. And you now know, you have been tuned in and aware of it. So you're going to be able to guard against it very well. No one is going to take that epiphany from you, because this is all about having a new revelation. It is you in your physical and mental stability and wellness. So not only are you going to be able to initiate, go for that uniqueness, you're going to do it. Yep. I love it. Well, I think this has been a really encouraging reading for pile number 1. I love it. And good luck in every respect. I think this is going to be challenging, but you will find that true grit to get it done. Love it. All right. Congratulations, and as always, happy creating. Okay, pile number 2. We are going to start with the moon card, which is the disseminating moon. This is the period of time just after a full moon when you are to reflect upon whatever it was that came to you during that full moon. And just to let you know, the last full moon we had a couple of weeks ago was the super full moon eclipse. Just incredible. So at that time, we were to let go of something so that something better could come in. Something that was going to work for you and open you up to a whole new experience. So yeah, time to reflect upon that period of time of a couple of weeks ago and relax into it. Give yourself some time to think about things and settle into something new. So yeah, time out. Have a cup of coffee, go back to bed, rest, and reflect. And for the color goddess, you got the color rose. And you can see that big, beautiful heart here, the roses, everything that is just loving. This is all about unity and connecting to that emotional safetyness where you feel good, you feel taken care of, where you can be in touch with that creativity around moving into that gentle, loving place that is the new you. And I say that because you got the light card in the spirit messages. So this card talks about imagining yourself as a being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is the time to remember how vibrant you truly are. A brilliant being that you are now being asked to embody, to settle into, to relax into that new, bright, beautiful you. Very, very nice. So this is the Cards of Truth spread. We are going to get our direction from the Cards of Truth and clarify with the Lenormand cards. So let's get started. We've got our question here, how to enhance our creative journey. Our present situation, our near future, what we are to do right now, what goes against us, what goes for us, and our final outcome. So, okay, for our directional card on how to enhance, we got a 3 of diamonds. So this is about letting something of value go in order for something of more value to come in. It is Mars energy, which is action-oriented. It's Earth energy, being diamonds. That is very grounded. It's Temperance energy. That is all about knowing you. So settling into all of these lovely concrete skills and talents, you're able to weed out a few more weeds that aren't really working for you. And you're going to do it very lovingly and gently. You got the Lady card. This brings that love and softness to the read, which is really lovely for you because, you're just taking your time and pulling those last few little weeds from the roses and settling into this, again, a new revelation of self, a new you. So the present situation, it is about more settling and pulling more weeds. This is the 5 of spades. This is through trial and error, finding what works and what doesn't work. Through an elimination process, and it is the judgment energy. So you want to be sure to stay out of being too harsh on yourself if that's the current situation, that you're maybe feeling a little restless in this new settling in. But please know that it's just time to let that happen. It's like all of that energy needs to be channeled and embodied. So I think you'll be able to do that, but keep the kindness going for yourself, because this is finding remedies and cures. This is finding better footing for that new you. And the fox here is, you're going to be, the way I read the fox card, it can be about other people, but because this is such a personal read, this is more about you. You being clever as a fox, being very creative in how you do things, very wirily and very smartly. A lot of energy, wise and quick. So that's all good, right? That's a great place for you to be at this time, and I would only suggest that whatever you're working through, what doesn't work, remember the lessons from that and take those with you. Those are the nuggets you want to keep. And when you do find what works for you in that mental and physical clarity around this new you, you will appreciate what works for you all the better. It's all good tools in the toolbox. So the near future, we got the Queen of Clubs. Now she is one of the most creative, intellectually knowledge-seeking, understanding cards in the deck. She is brilliant. She is highly intuitive. This is a restless energy that will work for you. This is a card that says you're inspired to enrich life with educating and having a love of learning, this energy around it that is, at this time of this new moon, so Gemini and Mercury. It is beautiful. It's self-confident. It is self-assured. And it is a very good manager. It's a substance of ideas and thoughts. Very, very lovely. And it's an opportunity to balance that ego and soul restlessness that will lead you straight to all of those beautiful accomplishments when you get in that settled place. It's coming. Take your time. You are being told to take your time. And again, with what should we be doing at this time? So you got the Jack of Spades. So this is an interesting card here. This is the doing it yourself card. It's Uranus energy, it's creative energy, and again, it is about finding that remedy or cure, that new identity that is going to lead you straight to all of this beautiful stability within your mental and physical self. And this is the Garden card. And this is just to say that you are comfortable in your surroundings, you're getting more comfortable every day, sorting through this new you, this new Jack of Spades, this new energy that is going to be completely you. Beautiful energy here. So, yeah, it's a card that has a lot of work to do, but I think it's good that it's time to contemplate your positive and negative thoughts and thinking processes, to stay out of the limitations and fears and being vulnerable. This is time to find that balance of your strengths and weaknesses. It is Brahma energy, so this is going to be very fast, very swift, and yeah, I think it's a really good opportunity to know and acquire that adult-child balance within, and do it by embracing the hardships of life that you sort through and come up with that attitude of the creation principle, the aces, twos and threes, where you have that foundation of a connection with something that you come in contact with. You see it for what it is, that ace. You know it's a good thing. You're going to go for it. And then you have the twos, and that is making that connection. And then it's the threes, where you are able to see that connection through to fruition. That is the ones, the aces, twos, and threes. The jacks hold that energy. Okay, so, and again, finding and doing all of that in this really secure, loving space that you're comfortable in. And what goes against? Well, you got the Queen of Spades, and she's in reverse. And you got that with the ring, which means commitment. So I read this as making a commitment about staying in a loving nature. It's not that the Queen of Spades can't be loving. She is, because she's a mother card, but she is more of a directness with the Queen of Spades. So it's more independent. It's more demanding energy, more about being your true self. So stay out of the cloudy thinking and make a commitment to really bringing that balance of all of these remedies and cures into your fruition about who this new you wants to be. The loving kindness, the gentleness, and all of that can go hand in hand with this directness, this seeing of your true self, right? So, yeah, I think that's where I would go with this. You're going to see through any illusions. So you'll do that by staying true and clear with who you really want to be. So no illusions. And what goes for? Well, we got the Six of Hearts in reverse. So this Six of Hearts in reverse is about seeing things in a different light, being able to take that mutable Gemini energy and see it from the two sides, right? Or from many angles, being incredibly diplomatic about your heartfelt emotions and figuring out the new you. So be gentle, be loving, be in that mode of Venus, which is the hearts in the sixes in the cards of truth. And it's about water energy, so that is emotions as well. It's also about devil energy, because that's what it relates to in the cards of truth tarot, which just means sorting through the little bits of what works, what doesn't work, and understanding not to get stuck in addictions and harsh thinking. It's about finding that new loving balance, and possibly having to find that through looking at things upside down as it is in reverse. And you got the letter with this. So look for communication. This could be any kind of communication, actual letters, texts, emails, television. I mean, it can be any written communication coming your way. Doesn't even really have to be written. It can be verbal. It is you receiving some news that is going to be very helpful and beneficial to seeing things in a different light, being gentle with yourself, and moving through this process of settling into the new you beautifully, because you get the King of Clubs. So you are going to find a new you. This is all about settling into a new identity that is going to just be of service to so many people. Now this encompasses the King's Due, 7, 8, and 9. So it's all about learning your lessons. It can be the hard way. It's the tower moments of the 7s. But it's all elimination for the betterment of self, staying out of that victim mode. And the 8s, 7, 8, and 9s, and the 8s that are Rahu moments. That is discovering the newness of you and having fun with that, exploring and experimenting in that matrix of self and bringing it back to the 9s where you can contemplate and settle into whatever feels best for you. Now you got the Gentleman card. It is in reverse, but regardless, it does bring, again, that overall joy and heightened awareness and that fortune to the spread. So yeah, this is just a really lovely read for you to take the time to settle into the new you, sort it through. You've got all the time in the world here. It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything else that I would share about it. So on that note, congratulations. I hope this resonates. Best of luck to you on the journey. And as always, thank you and happy creating. Okay, pile number 3. We have, for the Moon card, New Moon in Capricorn. This is about hard work paying off. So it also talks about it being time for looking for something new, a new plan, a new strategy, a new understanding for what needs to happen to see your dreams into a reality. It's also a very good omen card, so yay. And then we have, out of the Color Goddess deck, the color Silver. This is a really beautiful card in that the meanings here are insight, illumination, reflection. This is about being a catalyst for the process. It's what you really need to shed a light on. This is to shed a light on something that is oftentimes buried really deep within, and to be able to pull that up and out and meditate under a full moon to get that little bit further down the line so that you can understand what you need to understand for your creative journey. And you've got the Hope card. This is a really beautiful card too. This is Spirit Messengers. So the spirit message that you have here is that your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. So when I was laying this spread out, it occurred to me that it may mean, and got the message, that it might be about not having had any inspiration for a while, like it's been a dry spell for you, and you are losing hope, you're losing steam and energy around where to take your work next. So, yeah, and it's suggesting in a few different places that we'll explore that meditation is going to be key, that not to lose hope, to really do the work and have something really unique and beautiful and deep revealed. It is definitely going to further you on your creative path. So what we have here is the Light on a Star spread from the Cards of Truth. And then we're going to clarify with the Lenormand deck. And the way this works is this is the directional card for the question of how to heighten and enhance our creative journey. This is the current situation. This is the near future situation. This is what you need to be doing at this time, what goes against, what goes for, and your final outcome. So I think you're going to love this, because with the new moon in Capricorn, for our directional card, we got the Queen of Diamonds. Now she relates to Capricorn in the Cards of Truth. With the tarot deck, she is the Queen of Pentacles, which relates to the Queen of Diamonds. So already we've got an incredibly strong connection here. Now I'll tell you a little bit about this Queen of Diamonds. She is one of the most intuitive and highly energetic queens in the deck. It is about Neptune energy, and it is about getting a job done. So all queens are mother cards. They're very warm, very nurturing, very warm, and very hardworking. They're all very self-assured, confident, and with the diamonds, it's about concrete value for skills and finding that value within other things, your skills and talents. So in a spread like this, it is time to collect the prize. I know, it's lovely. And to connect with yourself, or to find that value within another person, place, or thing, and find that stability, that enrichment, that to bring you to that confident, secure, self-reliant, and capable self. The other side of the Queen of Diamonds is that it can be through controversial means. So don't cut any corners at this time. Do the work, because doing it complete is what is going to turn the key for you. This is an incredibly interesting, self-reliant reading. This all hinges on what kind of work you're willing to put into it, is exactly what you're going to get out of it. Now you did get the flowers in reverse, so when it is upright, it is everything pleasant and happy coming your way. So that's why I mentioned the controversial means, because if you are thinking about cutting corners or not putting yourself 100% into it, it's just going to take it all that much longer and be that much more difficult in order to get to where you need to be, to renew that hope, that inspiration for your craft. You're going to get there, but there's going to take some meditation to do it. So let's move on to the current situation, which is the Eight of Spades. So this is the Hanged Man card. It is about Rahu energy. And it's about, oh, I'm sorry, it's not the Hangman card. The red eights are. The black eights are Chariot energy. So Chariot energy is all about having control over your life at the moment. It is about Rahu energy as well, because that's about going into the matrix of self and discovering something new to explore or experiment with. Key here to doing the work. So yeah, so being in control, going into the matrix, understanding that you are looking for something new to explore and experiment with. And you got the heart card. So you're doing it with commitment. Right back to not doing it halfway. Jump in and do it, because it is every opportunity to find that self-validation, that in the spade suit remedy or cure for something mental or physical. So in this case, it is switching that switch from having that inspiration at hand to having it right there at your ready. You've something that you've not had in a while. So it's waiting for you. It's there. You can have it. And you get in the near future position, you got the 10 of diamonds. This is called the Big Wish card. It is the Wheel of Fortune. So you get through the chariot ride. I like to call it the rodeo card, because it is all about getting from here to there with self-control and understanding. It is doing it and doing it well. So why not, right? There's no good reason not to. So delve in, search deep, allow that intuition, that new thing arise, and know that your spirits on the other side, all your guides, all of the light beings, everyone that looks out for you are there and ready to help. This also has a candle on it, so maybe it's time to do that meditation under the full moon, as it suggests in these other cards. Light a candle and really ask those spirit guides to give you that strength and stability to do this whole hog, because you're not going to regret it. This is the tree for the Big Wish card. It is in reverse, so it does speak of it being a bit of a struggle through finding that challenge to do it full tilt. You're going to want to hold back for some reason. It suggests that you want to hold back, that you don't want to have to put the work in to get this new inspiration. But, well, we'll see the final outcome card when we get there. It's a really beautiful trip we're taking right now, so I don't want to jump ahead. But yes, the big wish card. This is a challenge, and it comes with figuring out how much work you're going to put in is how much reward you're going to get back. That is the card. And this is about concrete skills and talent. It is under the Queen of Diamonds as well. It is just this connection here with the diamonds that speak directly to getting it the right way, doing the work, the hard work, in order for it to pay off in a very big way. Okay, so you'll know your true worth. You'll know how to succeed in what you want to acquire, and it's like the, oh gosh, how do I want to put this? If there's anything more that I would share about this card. It is one of the cards that it indicates that you're able to manifest abundance of whatever it is that you want. All you got to do is wish for it, and it's yours. Wish for it and then back it up. Can't say that enough. That is you got to back it up, because whatever you put in is what you will receive. So what should you be doing at the moment? We've got the Six of Clubs. So this is a very stable card. This is time to reap rewards. So by now you're feeling it. You're realizing, since you've done a meditation or two, since you've lit a candle or two, and you've understood that it is what you've got to do in order for that new inspiration to come through for you, it is through that meditation and that commitment that you're making, knowing now what you want to bring in, what you're ready to wish for. So you get the rewards. This is like time to reap it, time to reap recognition for something well done to your abilities. This is the individuality, original ideas, high energy. It's abundant functionality. It is success assured. It's clear-sightedness. I'm not kidding you. In people, places, and things. This is understanding the possible abundance of healing energy. It is beautiful. And it is about recognizing what was out of balance and how to correct it into balance. And this is so that you can have a better connection with Source on a more spiritual level. Okay, that's going to come back into play on a more spiritual level. Where else do you go to get that creative uniqueness that is all you? It's all connected. Okay, so what goes against? The Four of Spades. And yes, it's in reverse. So this is something that is underlying. This is something that is maybe what is that deep within you, that little bit that doesn't really support you. Okay? It is easy to fool yourself that it's working for you, that it's stable, that it's worked for a while now. Why can't it work for a while longer? It's going to take a little while to recognize this. But this you'll recognize through the meditations, through lighting the candles, through reaching out to your guides for that illumination, if you will, of something new that needs to have a light shined upon. It's that little nugget that is now feeling more like a pea under the mattress or a pebble in your shoe. So you're going to see it. You're going to recognize it. This is about some physical or psychological thing that is causing you to feel that boredom, that drudgery, that single-minded stubbornness that needs to have the light shone upon. Why you're not wanting to put as much effort into this as you could. Whole hog. It's asking whole hog. So it's the voice in your head that's saying, I can do it with half. I'll try it halfway. We'll see what I get halfway. Well, if that is what you choose to do, free will here, as you well know, then you will reap whatever rewards you put in. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. Okay? That is the voice that tells you that halfway is good enough. So that's what needs to be illuminated and pondered on and really have that feeling of light come to it. that you're willing to work that little bit harder to get the job done so that you can go where you need to go with your creative talents. So what's going to work for you? I'm so happy you got this card. This is the Six of Spades in the upright position. Not only are you going to recognize the voice, you are going to understand when you're pulling that thread exactly where that voice comes from, because that is how you need to deconstruct what is in your way. Use every bit of it for your advantage. And the Six of Spades assures that that is exactly what's going to happen. And not only that, you are going to do it with a childlike curiosity. Just as how you would treat a child, with gentleness and encouragement and love and kindness. And you're going to be doing that for yourself. Just beautiful. Now, it also relates to the Lovers energy. The sixes do, the dark sixes, the black sixes. And that, as you know, relates right back to Gemini. So you've got all of these beautiful connections with the moon and with Capricorn and with Gemini and Mercury and all of these beautiful, beautiful things happening for you. Yep, and you will make that commitment. And it will come as these revelations of whatever it is that you need to sort this through is assured with the Six of Clubs. And you've got the Six of Spades. So you've doubled down with the sixes and the understanding and the Lover's card to connect with that joy that is there for you. Just lovely. And you couldn't have had a better outcome card. This is the Nine of Hearts. So this is all about being able to go back to that K2 energy of what feels right, what feels comfortable, what feels just loving and beautiful. This is the Fool energy, which in my opinion and the way I read the cards, it's very much that child curiosity, that Gemini, that mutable sign that can just feel it out and entertain all possibilities, right? And you got the Moon card to go with it. Just beautiful, again with the Moon. So this says, the slumbering moon, when it rises near, means that great honors are bound to appear. Intuition and perception soar in the night, emotions wax and wane in the moon's light. You will get everything that you wish for. Just absolutely stunning. And it is all about understanding, hair there, understanding what it is, pulling that thread, clearly doing it, finding that joy, moving into that K2 position of comfort and loving awareness, that going and connecting to spiritual beauty with this acceptance of a friendship with the divine. This is about understanding that it's time to accept that conclusion of the situation for what it is. And it is about you digging into that depth of what's holding you back from going the whole way. This is like understanding that have that voice, as I was saying. So, okay, it's time to change it. And the power is now. This is understanding and experiencing a divine love for the world, for better or for worse, and being able to embrace the ethereal attitude of acceptance. Success in your manifestation skills and wish fulfilled. Isn't that beautiful? You make the wish, you figure out what's holding you back from going full force, you do it, and you reap every reward that is yours. Wow. Lovely. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching, and best of luck to you. And as always, happy creating.